Brutal cold snap gripping almost half of the country just will not leave. Our David Price is in icy Bismarck, North Dakota. Dave, what's the temperature there this morning?
Well, Russ, it's about 7 degrees, but when you factor in the wind chill here and the wind's coming out at about 10 miles per hour from the northeast, it feels like 7 below, and the snow continues here. Have about 4 inches at the airport, expecting another 2 or 3, so the total will be about a half a foot. The snow continuing overnight. The roads are a mess, and blowing snow and icy roads are going to be a problem all day here. And this is just the tease. The extreme cold part 2 is working its way and descending into the U.S. And no matter where you look, to the west, to the north, to the south, to the east, it seems the bad weather is everywhere. You might call it the lake effect machine that just won't turn off.
For the past, 5 days, it's been kind of nonstop.
Places like northeast Ohio and upstate New York got up to 8 more inches of lake effect snow Tuesday, and that's on top of the 2 feet or more already on the ground.
And I love it. The snow, it's fantastic. Reminds me of my childhood, and I really enjoy it.
In the south, cold snaps typically last a day or two, but it's day 6 for the big chill in Louisville and Atlanta, where water lines froze underground. In Tennessee alone, at least 4 deaths were blamed on the cold weather. As Arctic air blew as far south as Florida, farmers were trying to salvage millions of dollars of citrus by protecting what they could.
We're going to ramble along with this thing for a whole week, and that's unusual.
Florida's governor signed an emergency order to provide affected growers with financial assistance. And the winter weather extended across the Atlantic as the worst snowstorm in years swept through Britain. In China, life is slowly returning to normal after Beijing got its highest January snowfall in a single day in nearly 6 decades.
Well, it's the coldest start in the Far East, Eastern and Central North America and Europe since the 1970s as far as January goes.
And this cold weather just isn't stopping. This is the second surge, as we mentioned, of Arctic air invading the U.S. this week. The extreme cold descending now on eastern sections of the Dakotas where we are. We're going to begin to drop on down temperature-wise. We've probably reached our daytime high at sunrise. Look at these numbers. 6 degrees in Bismarck, 15 below in International Falls. We go all the way south to Atlanta at 21, heading for sunshine in Fort Lauderdale. Well, how about 39 degrees in Aparca instead? 30 degrees in New Orleans and Dallas at 27. The brutal weather rolls on through, and as we head into tomorrow, the wind chills are going to be dangerous. 40 below in some locations, in the minus 20s as raw temperatures. And again, you're going to put that on top of 2 to 4 inches of additional snow today. Let's go through the rest of the forecast as well and see what's happening around the country. We've focused on the eastern third, or the eastern half, if you will, but as we head out west, more rain and moisture in the Pacific Northwest and Northern California and Oregon and mountain snow. But keep in mind that cold Arctic air is our big weather headline this morning. That's a quick look at our national maps.